the last video, we learned essential skills you need before kickstarting your journey into crocheting. Welcome creative. You're going to learn how to make a slip knot, you're going to learn how to hold your hook and yarn, and most especially you're going to learn how to make your very first stitch, which is a chain. It's a very simple yarn. I'll be making use of 2 strands of yarn. The reason why I'm making use of 2 strands of yarn is just for you to be able to see what I'm working on clearly. If I'm using 1 strand of yarn, it's going to be very tiny and it's not recommended for this hook size. Whenever you want to start your project, if you are making use of just 1 strand of yarn, I will recommend you pulling from the middle. And the reason why we are pulling from the middle is just for us to have a stable yarn. You don't want to pull from the outside because it's going to be distracting and you don't want your yarn to be rumpled. What is a slip knot? A slip knot is the very first loop you make before starting every project. If you want to begin a journey, you have to start from somewhere because you are heading to a destination. So the very first beginning of every journey is called a slip knot. There are several ways to make a slip knot, but for the sake of beginner series, I'm going to show you the most easiest way. The first thing you have to take note is the very first strand you are holding like this. They are called the tail ends. The yarn you are pulling from your yarn is called the working yarn. The one I'm pulling right now is called the working yarn. This is your tail end and this is your working yarn. You're going to place your tail end to the other side, just like you are crossing it, forming an X shape. So you're going to take your tail end like this and cross it to the other side, like this. Now you're going to use your other hand to hold your tail end, just for it not to move. You're going to put your finger, just like 2 index fingers, inside the hole here by pulling out your working yarn. This is it here. And this is our very first slip, and this is how to make a slip knot. For you to adjust it, you're going to pull your working yarn and you're going to adjust it like this. For this illustration, I'll be making use of a 4mm hook size. For you to know the kind of recommended hook size you should use is always on the yarn description. So you just get a bigger size hook. And for this yarn, I'm making use of a light blue color. Let's learn how to hold our hook. This is a hook. There are 2 main ways to hold your hook, but there is no logic around it and there is no right way to hold your hook. However, you just find and identify the most comfortable way you can go around it. If your hook is seated on your finger, just like this, it's called a pencil grip. It's as though you are writing something. But if it's seated like this, it's called a knife grip. For you to learn how to hold your yarn, this is my top, this is my next finger. It's coming in between. I'll wrap it around like this. When you turn, can you see? Then I'll use my thumb to press it with my middle finger. And that is how to hold your yarn. To make our very first stitch, and before you start you have to make a slip knot, because remember I said slip knot is the beginning of every journey. So for you to see the slower demonstration, just backward the video a little bit. I need to get the hang of it. Cross over, press down, your finger in between the circle or the loop, and you pick through just like that. And to adjust your yarn, you're just going to adjust with your working yarn only by pulling your working yarn exactly, and that circle in between is called a loop. After then, you put your hook inside your loop just like that and you adjust accordingly. Make sure it's not too tight or not too loose. This is going to help to control your tension. Once you are comfortable with it, you wrap your yarn around your finger, you press down with your thumb and hold with your middle finger. Can you see your hook is facing up? You need to wrap it around and pull through inside your loop. Make sure your hook is facing up. Can you see the tip of the hook? Control with your working tension. Make sure it's not too tight or too loose. Can you see? Just control with your working yarn. Then you wrap it around your yarn. Can you see? This is the tip of the hook. It's facing up. I press down with my thumb. Then you wrap it around. This is called a yarn over. Then you pull through with the tip of the hook inside the loop. Let me zoom it a little bit for you to see the close view. Yes, you pull through with the tip of your hook, just like that. Just take it slowly. Wrap it around, yarn over. It's called yarn over like this. Then you pull through with the tip of your hook while your hook is facing up, just like that. Crochet is all about repetition. Just take your time and do it slowly. Yarn over, then pull through inside the loop with the tip of your hook. So this is how to make a chain stitch, and that is the foundation of your stitch. So let me add an additional tip for you to go on with this crochet journey. Get yourself a notebook, either digital or even pen or paper, just like this. This is just for you to write and explore your creativity. Write down your ideas, write your stitches, your patterns, anything whatsoever. Just explore and get yourself something to begin and kickstart your beautiful journey. And this is how to make a chain stitch. Just repeat until you are very comfortable with it. In the next video, we're going to progress with other stitches, so watch out. And if you have any question, don't forget to ask me in the comment section. Bye guys.